we are very interested in 3D modelling at the Catapult because we see it in a number of ways. So we do a lot of work with BIM and what the future of BIM will be and what technologies are going to be involved in that. We also do quite a lot of user research, and we can see that 3D models could be an important part of that. And also one of our projects is the future of planning. So the way we looked at it is planning has been sort of stuck very much in the 20th century. And people say it's broken. There are areas that really aren't working in planning. And one of the things that's happening is 3D models aren't being widely used yet in planning. And this we found is because the data can be quite hard to get. So you need LOD4 data, it is expensive. The people who are building the models, they tend to lease them to developers and to cities, and it can be quite expensive. But we see that with new ways of gathering data, with new ways of making models, this can change. And innovation is happening. It is starting to be more innovations in digital planning. And we just felt this needed, for this to happen, there needs to be experiment. And so we started running a series of workshops and meetings with people involved in this area to get their views on what isn't working, what is working, and how it can be made better. And from this, we came up with a number of challenges around planning. And so the first one was data. How can we get new data sources into planning? How can data sources be brought together in different ways to help planning? The planning stage itself, how can they sort of iterate quickly over different ideas? How can sort of plans be okayed quicker? And then the decisions that are made, how can they be made more transparent? How can people sort of understand them? And then the citizen engagement. How can they get a sort of diversity of people engaged in the planning process and sort of also understand what their role can be and what their feedback can be? So we got those 4 challenges for the open call, and that finished a while back. They chose the companies involved, and one of them is a company called Tools, who will be working with 3D models with the City of London. So they are creating an interface that can be used in planning so people can sort of trial different things. Another project we're involved in was actually one from CASA, Virtual London. So the idea of this was building a very accurate model of London that you could bring in different data sources into so people could use it with planning. And the server itself can take data in real time, and so it is dynamic. It's going backwards and forwards, and so again, people could use this in planning. This was actually not done at Future Cities. It was a colleague of mine, Jimmy, he was working previously in Montreal in planning, and he's very interested in how to get citizen engagement. And so they worked with Montreal Council, so when they were looking at sort of what buildings they're putting up, they could actually create environments so people could see in virtual reality or on desktops what those environments look like. And one of the problems they came up against was there were the models in Montreal, but they were in different departments. So they had to bring in different models from different places. They had to do a lot of scaling. It took quite a long time to get to the point where they could show this to people. And they used, I think it was Betaville and Unity for these. But they found it was very successful when they got to the point that new buildings, obviously the transparent ones, people could really understand what their environment was going to look like once they'd actually seen it either in an immersive environment on a desktop. One of the areas that I'm quite interested in, we do quite a lot of IoT at Future Cities. And we have a number of sensors within our building because we're trying to see how they can work for sort of in general in cities and for other businesses. So we had a project called IoT in the building where we wanted to visualize the data that we're getting from the sensors. So we've got sort of very basic sensors for light, temperature, sound levels. What is a good way to visualize them? And with this, we did have the plans of the building, so we could bring them into 3D software and just extrude them, so that wasn't too difficult. But it's being able to do that quickly, because I found, particularly in this project, when we took it to the building managers, people liked looking at it in 3D, but for this case, it wasn't necessarily the right way for them to get the information. So So it's being able to get models that are very quick, so we can try things, we can keep prototyping, find out what doesn't work, and then sort of build more on what the bits that we find do work. And this is, ultimately, it was very quick to just extrude plans, but then to get a more detailed model took a lot longer, so we had a designer working on it for quite a while, and sort of to create something that was a bit more detailed. And again, it's that idea that if we can make it faster, we can actually try things out a lot quicker. So I think I'm probably very short on my talk, because that is my last slide. And thank you, but if anyone has a question, do ask. Thank you.